Hello everybody and welcome back. I'm Conqueror. This is Songs of Six, and we are just trying to prepare ourselves for stepping out into the world. In order to do that, I'm going to continue trying to ingratiate ourselves with our neighbours. So you have a bunch more ambassadors assigned and try and keep them on good terms. We could also, do you want to take a trade agreement about being colleagues? So alliance will trade, respect each other's sovereignty, and share your enemies. Always can move freely. Trade, pledge not to attack each other. Yeah, that's what I want. For 2,000, because I really don't want them to attack us as soon as we take this other place. So would you like a bunch of tools? Sorry, a bunch of machinery. This is a lot of machinery. But we could do that. Whoops. We could do that. How much do you want to unite? 18 million. Yes, that's not happening, huh? Yeah, let's try and become collaborators with them. And sure, you can have a ton of machinery. We're going to stop selling it, which we'd only just started doing for a long time. It's going to take like 100 days to get all this machinery back. But there you go. We are colleagues, which means our opinions should rise over time, I think. Let's see if we let some time go here. Just let a day or so pass. Oh, we have some deranged, not an asylum. No, you're getting picked up. All right, so some time passes. You happy with me now? Defensive pact rises over time, I guess. Because what do you have from defensive pact? Plus 2.1. Good. So they should get happier with us. Power relative to me. Mix of military might and production capabilities. High-powered factions are easier to please. Okay. Leaving just this guy. Do you want to become my vassal? They would become a vassal for enough resources. But we'd have to save up our machinery again, basically. Alright, well that's not exactly likely. We're not going to do that anytime soon anyway. Alright, what were we up to? We started selling our machinery, but that won't happen again for a while. We've tanked our wealth, which should mean our spiked our security. Our bread situation is becoming more secure. As it should be, yeah. Because we are consuming so much less of it to make rations. Ration situation is good. Good stuff. Rations are great because they spoil extremely slowly. Yeah, 2.5 stored ration spoilage is pretty crazy good. Lots of people going to the stages. Should check. Are all our... Maybe we should do a check on... Like, are any of our food stalls... Like, this food stall is currently overworked. Is that the elf one? Okay, well... I'll put an extra worker in there. But is it the amount of workers, or is it the amount of slots? The workload is still 100%. It still reckons it's 100%, but there's 13 available services. How can this be? Because at the end of the day's shift, I guess, it suddenly gets overloaded. But there were 2 workers. It looks like it's holding a bit better. This one's not. It's got a lot of workers though. Again, I guess again it's just the end of the day shift. It doesn't look like it's ever dropping to 0. It's getting close though. Yeah, there we go. It is occasionally dropping to 0. Well, I could add more workers, but I could also just add another one. We don't have much space. No, but this is on auto workload, so I guess it is just having trouble. But if we look at the actual people, they're getting their 2 food preferences. We don't have everyone's food preferences met. But in terms of food stall services, yeah, I'm squabbling over 0.04 fulfillment. It's not worth it. Okay. What else could I be doing right now? Okay, we have a bunch of cut stone and gems right now. We could get this crypt done. Let's do that. Go ahead and build out that crypt. It's a big one. I know. We should probably flesh out this road and keep up the torching. Good. And these, I mean, we kind of might as well connect these roads up as well. That's fine. Good. Okie dokie. So yeah, that'll get built. It's obviously very expensive. How is our paper situation? Not as stable as it could be. So a few, yet more people in the paper maker. Do we have the workers for that? We do. Good. And the humans are getting educated, which is excellent. This is the lab that we're using to show how valuable that is. We're up another 100 knowledge. Education is rising very slowly here. The libraries are getting a boost from it as well, though. Look at that. 0.3. A whole 0.3 from knowledge on this library. So yeah, science is slowly increasing. Could build another university. One thing I might do, one thing I'm tempted to do, is let everyone get educated and then just try and always have some odd jobbers over and above the number we currently have educated, because everyone's really happy. So just by educating everyone, you know, we make them much more productive at their jobs without having to add more people. But I'm not sure. So in terms of ration production these days, the army takes 46 and we're producing 75. Okay, so we can make the army, you know, a bit better. Not a whole lot bigger. They're at 66% training now. Is that what this thing thinks? No, this thing reckons they're at 100% training. Interesting. Are relations continuing to improve? Yeah, look at that. They love us. They love us to bits. Nice. Is it easier to unite when you like someone more? Looks like it is. And we have some... We have admin, actually, don't we? Yeah. So, you guys. 10 million to unite. I really... Yeah, I really don't think they're gonna go for that. So, I'm gonna save, because I really don't like this betrayal thing. But it's, like, cheesy, because they think... These neighbors, if you don't recall, they think we're their subjects. I don't know why, but if you declare war on them, it's a betrayal. I can't demonstrate that declaring war on these other guys is not a betrayal, because it is, because we have, you know, agreements. But right now, we should have no agreement. Let me check with the Discord. I'll see what the Discord thinks. But we could try become their vassal. We'd have to give them, I don't know, some bows, and they'd accept it. And then it might let us break it off. Let's try it. Okay, we are their vassal now. You are my protector. And they hate us even more, apparently. But then we cancel all agreements. That's betrayal. Okay, so, I mean, that doesn't help. It's the same level as betrayal. Same level of betrayal. Alright, I'll just reload that then. Yeah, I don't really know what to do about that. Ooh, law is dipping a little. Our arrest rate is not as high as it could be. We're getting one deterrent from killed in the arena. We're not enslaving. We're getting the full one deterrent from that. Or is that how that works? Or is it when it's at 100% it gives that much deterrent? No, I think we're getting sufficient deterrent from that. Maybe I should be exiling some people to get a little bit of extra deterrent. Okay, no, we're not getting the full deterrent from these. If we could, we would if we had more people being executed. Maybe I'll swing it a little bit more towards killed in the arena and executions. Less enslavements. It will mean we lose people. Some people. But hopefully it should raise our deterrence a little bit. And let's take a look at the guard situation. See how many areas aren't really that well covered. I mean, the new area up here isn't that well covered. And neither is this area. Yeah, a little 2 guard posts to keep the this southern area in line. Let's put it on the corner here. That works. Pigerton is covered. Elftown's covered. You guys are covered. Yeah, most other places. I mean, this place, we could put a couple of extra guards down here. But this guard post is pretty big. It's pretty much covered, and there's very few Almevans. I'm surprised the arrest rate is so low. Maybe I should upgrade this one. Like, put a larger guard post here. Thinks that wouldn't make much difference, to be honest. Another one down here. Now, there's a fair amount of space down here that's not super well covered right now. Alright, we'll add another 3 guards in here. Sure. Wow, my cut stone is still full. Oh, probably because they haven't finished clearing this yet. Yeah, so they haven't actually started spending the cut stone. Okay. Fine, fine, fine. So, I mean, yeah, we're just going to have to declare war on this guy, and it's going to cause some betrayal. Much as I don't like that, but not much I can do about it. I don't think. Alright, any other services? I mean, well, our guys are fully happy. We should be focusing on expanding rather than improving happiness right now, because the happiness is already maxed out. So, clothes don't look amazing still, even after I ramped up. Yeah, just equipping a fair amount of them and sending them out to armies. So how do we send out more men to the armies? I guess I need to get to a position where I can send out another squad of Garthimris. So we've got 73 odd jobber Garthimris right now. Let's in another 50. And then with 110 odd jobber Garthimris who need housing. So we should let's expand Garthimri town over here, I guess. That will work. Oh, actually, some of these could just be house upgraded. All of them, in fact. Nice. Alright, tons of new housing for Garthimris. And if they end up with more residents, they'll want that. Good. Ooh, our cloth is declining quite precipitously. Ooh, yes. Hadn't noticed that. Sorry, fabric. Okay, so it reckons we need way more. Yeah, so we have a weaver here. Can employ 4 more people in it. What does it reckon that's going to give us? 182. That should hold then. Let's see if that's sufficient. We have the free Dundorians, right? No. Well, we have 9 free, but that's not enough. Let some more in. How's your human education going? 24%. It's rising. It's rising. Has that started to take effect here? No, it's still 19 here. I guess the people in the libraries are probably being replaced first. But science, you know, creeping up, creeping up. This is the thing I should screenshot. So at 24%, these were the stats that we were getting on knowledge. I don't really know what happened there. When I screenshotted something, it crashed OBS. Let's see if it does it again. Nope. Seems okay now. When I copy paste something, it crashed OBS. Didn't work that way. Okay, well, never mind. We're still rolling. We're still rolling. Okie doke. So, where was I? We were just looking at, yeah, fabric seems okay. We have no room to expand right now on that. Should check if cotton's going to hold. It claims no. Is that because cotton farms aren't working at full pace, or is that actually our production? It looks like cotton is not actually being produced at full pace. So I suspect the cotton production will rise. It's just that they've got cotton lying fallow. Christo, we've had it with you. Either submit to these demands or we'll raise your city from the face of the sticks. No. I decline. So, our second Garthimri army. I want armed and armored. I'm really surprised that the insect van lost, to be honest. It says now they're at 63 melee training. Here it says these guys are at 100, so I guess it's 63 for the 11 that aren't currently deployed. That would make some sense. And I would like to be able to send these lads out as well. Why is there a red line on the right? Is my loyalty dropping, or is it just because some people died, maybe? Everyone's... Oh, no, yeah, loyalty is not perfect. Okay, so who's not happy? Probably you? Yes. Probably because a bunch of you are unemployed. Although, you like being in the army, don't you? But yeah, so... We have plenty of odd jobbers. You get all the melee training in the world. Which you will like. Because they like being well trained. What is that? Environment? Yeah, there we go. Okay, but everyone else still loving life? Yeah, humans, education. 25. Nice. Yeah, you guys not perfectly loyal. Anything else I could do to help you? What are you lacking? Your stage access is not perfect. I guess the load on this is too high? No, it's probably because they don't all live here. Some of them will have gone down to live in the south. The conscripts are... These training grounds are full. Okay, so... Let's retrofit this to be substantially larger. And whack in a whole load more training dummies. Like so. And... Oops. And so. But it'll need to be one bigger than that. Ah, it's not big enough, is it? Because if I decline this here, or... Yeah. Whoops. No matter. Easily fixed. Boom, boom. Doorway still coming in at that end. That's fine. Yes. 52 machinery is pretty expensive, but should be fine. And yeah, they're obviously not thrilled because only half of them are employed, which means they're getting not very much, happiness from employment. So we also need significantly more arms and armor. We're actually seeing that we are running negative on that because yeah, supplies the army is 3 already, so we need to be able to produce 6 per day arms at this rate if we want to double the size of the army. Armor is closer, but we need to produce about 10 or 11 per day. Okay, so to accomplish that, we basically just need to double, slightly more than double on this one. So I think I will just, well, let's more than double it. Let's equip ourselves to make a big army, because I assume you still have to provide arms and armor to. This is 3, isn't it? Yeah. I assume we still have to provide arms and armor to armies that you raise from levied troops, from troops out in the field. So let's do this. I don't think I'm going to be able to fit in enough auxiliary stations if I design it like this, so we will go one larger. Now we're going to be able to fit in too many. So we go with another little workbench. Like that, and then like that. Good. Alright, and this can fit 10 employees, which is, yeah, 3-fold increase. And then we just copy it. And do it again. This is the new arms and armor manufacturing. Great stuff. And we are going to upgrade the guard post. The defense of our arms manufacturing is, of course, of utmost importance. Let's get some new torches going. Good. Okay, so this is manufacturing swords. And I'm going to let them run like with too many people, just to try to fill the gap in the intermediary, because we're going to be rapidly increasing the number of arms these guys have. So the fulfillment these guys require, I assume, doesn't check for the people who are deployed. So can I deploy more and more men to this army? As long as I can provide more stuff without the Garthimris ever getting unhappy? Oh, sorry. I made a mistake there. I forgot the smithies don't have the you know, they're not like houses. They need walls, solid walls. Cool. Oh, did I do that in the wrong place again? I did. These solid walls, but only one solid wall. Not a too thick solid wall. Like so. Good. Okay, so we should start seeing our arms jump up, but I imagine the army is currently badly equipped. Oh, they've got 8 out of 8. Seems fine. And 5 out of 5. Can I change their equipment? No. But they are specified, I think, to have the most you can have. No, they're not actually. They don't have as much armor as they could technically have. Okay, so let's... The problem is if I recall that army, sending it out again will be a nightmare. Let's get a bunch of arms and armor ready, and then we'll recall it and immediately send it out. Because as soon as it's here, it's going to start causing problems. Because once it's here, it's going to start causing its members to be reflected in the fulfillment needs of the Garthimri, which would be bad. Okay, Garthimris, you're looking a bit happier. You could do with more restaurants, your stage access. Your market access is really bad. That's interesting. Is it just that your market is... I did give you a market, right? Did I never put a market over here? Oh, I didn't. Okay, but you guys have a market, right? Yeah, that's why it's a 50%. The ones who are down in the south have it. Well, yeah, let's drop a market up here somewhere. Yeah, here works. Near the training that they love so much. I just gave them a food stall, huh? Alright, well, with this extra market, I mean, there's quite a lot of them living over here. Any homeless Garthimris? No, no one's homeless right now. Good. Knowledge, yeah, it's rising very slowly. What are we up to? 26%. So if we take a look at that tooltip, how much has it changed? We're up 10 lab knowledge and no change on the libraries. Okay, yeah, it's slow. It's slow with this small university. Still, we'll get there. You guys training up to 13% now. Good. We could invite in a bunch more Tilapis, such that I could actually send this unit out. But trying to have that many people above your limit, like above the number that you actually need to work, oops, seems foolish. Can you build this from inside the house? I forget. Well, anyway, I'll do it one by one just to be safe. So I'm going to do this one. What are you up to, buddy? Come on. Someone do this job. Let's go super speed. There we go. Don't know why I left those houses unprotected. These fully... No, not quite, but getting there. So let's do a quick house upgrade on them. Is the new crypt ready yet? No. But there we go. Filling it all up with stuff. Nice. That should put our guys in a bit of a happier situation. That's under religion, isn't it? Yeah, there's a whole point, almost, of happiness on average, because it will be different on different species, I think, but Everybody loves a crypt. Good stuff. There we go. 4 Undertakers, insufficient workers available. Don't believe you. Oh, but I should. We are out of Dundorians. Alright, another 25. Rock on in. There we go. Still 25 available, but there we go. A few of them assigned. Good. And you can... I'd like to auto-employ, because it seems like it takes an incredibly small amount of work to man a crypt. So we'll just put one guy in here. Oh, yeah, and you can delete those jobs and then just redo them. There we go. Our other crypts weren't full, so I'm not certain adding this crypt will actually have the impact I desired. It certainly looks like it has. Yeah, looks like it did. So, there you go. Ton more burial happiness. Nice. Bunch of stone sitting around in the crypt. Yeah, workload's very low on that. So that makes everyone absolutely thrilled. Good. Bread supplies, by the way, yeah, rising, but not rapidly. That's okay. We've got our rations to back us up. Alright, so... yeah, knowledge. Oh, knowledge rose a bit. What changed? I'm so... we spent so long. Yeah, okay, it's a 0.2 bonus on libraries. Just got added. Nice. I'm so interested by the education, because we haven't played with that like almost at all so far. The other thing we could try is... you know, actually having our own kids rather than just having pure migrants. But, I don't know, it scares me. It does help, though. Maybe we do it just one species at a time. Like, maybe we switch to having Crotonians who are local born. Or Garthimries, because the Garthimries are the least... like, the easiest to keep happy. We only have 72... odd jobber Garthimries, by the way. Do they count as odd jobbers while they're training? Oh, yeah, and you can train a whole bunch more. They don't, right? Because that will reduce the number of odd jobbers. Yes, good, okay. But once they're fully trained, they revert to being odd jobbers. Yeah. I remember. Okay. So here we can get a bunch more people training, which will mean that our new battalion will train much faster. Which is good. How are we doing on arms and armor? Wow, we're still not actually in the surplus. Oh, have we hit like a metal problem? Yeah, we are hitting a metal problem. Okay. I'm surprised that it hasn't... these don't have upgrades. Wow. We're actually managing to use this many swords? Oh no, it is. Okay, it thinks it's going up. Well, then, where are all my swords? We're not selling them. Oh, they're loading up the supply depot, of course. Okay. Which is where? Over here? And why is it over here? So they can load up faster when they want to go out to war? That only happens... that's foolish. That only happens once. Whereas loading it up with equipment happens often. Let's put them over here. Whoops. Copy these two. Did I rotate with R? Yeah. Thought so. I thought I hit R a second ago, but anyway. Put them down here. And then we'll put... or should we just put them here? No, the space here is too valuable. We'll put some... transports can fetch from far away, can't they? I think. So, yeah, they can. So you are arms. And you are armor. You're going to push to this. And you're going to pull from here. Good. And your armor. And you're going to auto-employ. This thing can now hold arms and armor. Lots of them. You pushing and pulling. Push to here with swords. And pull from here. Auto-employ. Okay. Good. So that should pull arms and armor down from there. And then this is auto-employing. This is arms. This is auto-employing swords. Okay, good. No, that's not how it works, is it? They're gonna go load the arms into here and then take it in the wagon from there to there. No, don't do that. That's a terrible idea. How do I clear this? You know what? I'm just gonna delete them. Delete my shame and then rebuild them. And then we're gonna build some new ones over here. And it's not, I mean, they take a lot of space. Trust me, I know. But for now, I guess we'll put one here and one here. They take up less space than an arms depot, though. So I guess I might as well move bows down here as well. Okay, so you, arms, pull from here. Arms, you, armor. Pull from here. Armor. Push. Central storage. Auto-employ. You. Push. Central storage. Auto-employ. You. Bows. We don't have a separate bows, where's bow manufacture? Bad catch from our fisheries. Don't tell me about such minutia. Where is our boa? Somewhere around here, right? Yeah, there he is. Okay, cool. So yeah, pull from here and push to here. Bows, auto-employ. You, auto-employed. How are you managing to be at 100% workload with nothing doing? Bows. Pull from here. You. Pull from here. You. Pull from here. You're all set to pull from here, right? Yeah? Okay, and then we should probably get some drinks going. I guess. Yeah, fetching into your 5 crates. And these can't be upgraded, can they? No. Okay, which means this gets removed. And yeah, these are slowly filling up. Right, but we need this place to accept bows. Cool. So that'll be transported down. And then when the army needs to equip, it will go here. That's fine. It's a longer walk, but not to worry. So we can remove these. Yeah, everyone here still training up. Good. Up to 20,000 science now. It's going up. It's going up. These guys up to 46 melee training. These guys dropped to 40. I guess... Do they not train? I don't know if... Maybe they don't train when the army is deployed. Anyway. Drinks. So the drinks will make people happy, but I think... Do they get happier? Is there such thing as drink preference? There is, right? Yeah. Oh, but everyone but elves likes Piva. Right? Yeah, everyone but elves. Okay. Because there's drink... Oh, and drink preference is a really, really minor modifier. Okay, no worries. Alright, so with drink preferences... Yeah, we could be getting basically... I think... Well, you get 1.5 out of 4 for one food ration. So I guess we'd get kind of 0.75 or something. Loyalty across the board from drink. And how often do people need to drink? You get 20 a day. Every 2.5 days, they need a drink. Me too, brother. I mean, okay, so every 2.5 days, they need a drink. And is that consistent across species? Let's check. Human. Yeah, same. Let's check. Elfie boy. 20%. Yep. Gothimri. Yep. Alright, so I'm going to assume it's the same on everyone. Well, let's just be thorough. Check a piggy. Yeah, okay. So let's do a little quick maths. Also, I should update my my food spreadsheet. We are up to how many humies these days? 375. Cretonians 200. Dundorians 650. Insects 250. Fish still 100. It's actually twice as many as it was when I last updated the spreadsheet. And Tilapies, we're at 155 right now. How has that happened? Authorizing auto of 125. Interesting. So, spreadsheet reckons we require 245 of daily bread, making massively more than that. 195 daily fish, massively more than that. 175 meat. Okay, that's closer, which probably explains why this one is a bit lower. And 105 fruit, which we're blowing out of the water. Okay, so on food we should be completely fine. What about... Oh, are these... Ah, I updated my spreadsheet in the wrong place. Whoops. Meant to update the count in the top left, because then other cells pull from it. It's alright. Easily corrected. Okay, so we should need about 100 clothes a day. Yeah, and then that's not accounting for the fact that the army needs some, but not many. Okay, clothes still not looking perfect. Where are my clothiers? My tailors. Yeah, here's one. There's another. Yeah, they're cranking stuff out at the rate they can. Ooh, right, yeah, sorry, I forgot. Iron is a real problem. So we don't have much spare coal or well, iron ore we're okay on, but well, we have a bunch of Guthrie. So I guess it is time for a new... First off, move this trade export depot around the side, please. And then, yeah, I can't put more people in this metal smelter, so I will just copy it. We kept these the same width, right? Yeah, nice. So nice and easy to add an extra smeltery in here. Let's connect the doors with nice roads. We can move around super speedy. Keeping the same pattern we're using elsewhere. Seems fun. Nice. Okay, we are short metal to be able to accomplish this. Okay, so temporarily cease working the new smithies, and we know we're going to need more coal. We have coal mining availability, yeah. Put an extra 10 Garthimmeries in the coal mine. We'll make them happier, because they like mining. It's okay, fun. Yeah. Alright, but that should be okay. Yeah, critical iron shortage is a little troubling, but we have tons more equipment now. So let's crank them, kit them out, all the gear they could want. All right, there we go. It's being constructed. We're gonna need another 50 Dundorians. Upgrade the count on the spreadsheet. So, yeah, my education section of the spreadsheet is out of date. So I'm just going to move that out of the way while I add in drink. This is drink. Okay, so I should show you the spreadsheet, shouldn't I? You're working at full pace. Yeah, good. So that should resolve that situation. We haven't doubled our iron consumption by doing this, I doubt. So we put them back to work there. And this should start cranking out stuff. Keep an eye on our coal and iron situation. Right, yes. So let me share the spreadsheet with you. So it's a little less dull. Have me just talk about it. All right. So, species count on the top left. Drink count. Access setting. These are going to be at 1. They need should be oh, hang on. What's going on here? No. Okay, so the need is this The access setting times the number of people in the species times... We established they need one every 2.5 days. Right? Which means I need to multiply the number of humans... Well, I need to divide the number of humans by 2.5. No, that's not right. The number of humans times their access need. So this is just 1 right now. Why do I 2.5? Well, maybe that is right, actually. It seems like a really high number, but I think this actually is right. So, let's throw this in here. Sum these needs. 712 drink per day. Is that right? Like if the humans... Yeah, if the humans need it every day, it would be 375. So they need it every 2.5 days, they need 150. That is a lot. Like, I mean, but it makes sense, right? It's about the same amount of total food we need. But to make 700... I mean, that's a lot. That is a lot of drink. Because obviously, I'm thinking, like, we could just do drink for the army as well. And we could do a small drink thing that's meant to just serve the army. Are you really not able to hold? Yeah, these smithies use a lot of stuff. But we have, I think, over-equipped our guys. Like, we've put more stuff in here than we need. So you would need 800 and 800. Actually, we're not quite, but... So, this new smithy, let's dramatically cut down the amount of production here. And you... And also, let's extend our fast road up here. Christo, you're just adorable. No, that's okay. No thank you to your gift. Let's extend the good roads a little, so that these guys can move around faster. Faster they move, more they're going to get done. More they're going to get done, happier I am. Okay. And here as well. But yeah, with a reduction on the number of people working these smithies... Oh, sorry, I reduced the wrong one. It's the arms I meant to cut down. Let's cut down to 4. Should put us in a good place. Yeah, this one's still fine workload. Yeah, still plenty of tombs available. Good. Right, but you should be exporting this. Pull from here when it's 80% full. That's why we're holding machinery, isn't it? No, sorry, did I put on mineral processing? Should have been metal processing. Or processing metal, because I'm not very consistent in my naming. Remove, pull from here when it is... Only when it's at 80%. 90%, sorry. Good. So metal... Yeah, should be able to rise now. But it's relatively narrow, even with this whole extra metal smelter going, which is kind of crazy to me. So coal... Sorry, ore. We are... Yeah, slightly in the negative on as well. So let's... extra 10 Garthimeries down into the coal mine. Not very many Garthimeri odd jobbers right now. But that's partly because a ton of them are training up. So our army in the field appears to not be changing size, which confuses me. Or is it even slightly declining in size? It's odd. Well, okay, so the other thing the army in the field needs is booze. So let's start looking at that. How much booze does the army itself require? 349 per year. Okay. So let's just try and make enough for an army of 200. 349 times 2. I could do that one in my head. That's 700-ish. So let's try and make 700 a year. 16 days in a year. That's 45 a day, call it. To make 45... what is it under? Probably refining? Yeah. To make 45 a day. Oh, we need pottery. And a bunch of grain. But we're fine on grain, aren't we? Look. Where is grain? Oh, there it is. Yeah, we're laughing on grain. Okay. So, who's good at working it? Dundorians. Okie doke. Or we could use... Okay, right. So use fruit for wine and grain for beer, of course. Makes sense. So it takes coal and pottery. We've got plenty of coal. We do not have plenty of pottery. We're making none at the moment. We have a pottery. A potter that can produce some. How much would you produce? Do you think? 16? So we probably need a new area, basically. A new Dundorian section to handle this new task. Here would kind of be a good place for it. So maybe we move the dungeons and the asylum and the stockade down here. And then put the drinks manufacture here. Because I don't want to put it too far away from the grain and things. And I don't want the Dundorians working too far away from the center. So I think we relocate all this. So firstly, the jail can come down here. Maybe I'll set it in a little here. That works, I think. Yeah. What am I going to fit alongside it, though? Maybe we have a weird-shaped stockade. I think this works. Actually, yeah, we can just change where the doors are to this thing. So yeah, put it... Okay, well, first off, fill this in. And then we'll put it alongside here. Okay, so, not copying the road. Dungeon can be right alongside... Yeah, okay, so I guess we remove all this. And put the dungeon right alongside the courts of justice. Like so. And we're going to need a new replacement guard post down here. Keep things honest in this part of town. Although it's not that bad, the law in these parts. Let's put the guard post outside. Because we don't need it here necessarily. And copy the asylum as well. Asylum can be, yeah, here, just alongside it. And then copy the stockade. I'll probably just rebuild the stockade to fit the space. Doesn't need to be able to hold many prisoners. Our stockade is rarely full. And then just copying across. Lighting extends to there. So we got there. Good enough. Keep the road good. And you are having that door filled in. Fine. Okay, so we let all that get built. And then we can remove this and use the area for drinks production. Although maybe I should use it for more services. How are the Dundorians feeling about their services? They could do the tavern with barbers, with massage parlors. But we don't need to increase their happiness right now, so let's not worry about that. Okay, so the asylum is up. And they're actually able to consume some rations to do it now. Okay, and the jailer is up. Good. So we can remove this jailer and this asylum and this stockade. Oh, whoops. I have put the asylum in slightly the wrong place. Let's remove that. Copy it again. Put it in the right place this time. And refill this wall. There we go. There we go. And vertical lighting. And the nice roadage. Good. Okay. And that should be filled in. And this should be filled in. Good. Okay. So that is some space created. Chop all these walls down. Yeah, I mean, maybe this should be a services area. You have no wood? Where are you fetching your wood from? From central storage? Not Hall Under the Mountain, sorry. Central storage, which is here. Central storage has wood. Okay, so you are getting wood, it's just that you're... You didn't happen to not have it at that moment. But you're auto-employing, so you should have enough... You should always have plenty of wood and things. You're sometimes running low on things. Let's upgrade your capacity so that when times are good, you can keep yourself nicely topped off. You still don't have enough armor? Really? We had very low armor production yesterday. Oh, I switched... I switched the recipe on these to the wrong thing. You should be on armor. And you're producing, yeah, swords, of which we actually have slightly too many. I think we need 800 in storage, right? Yeah. We're producing too many swords right now. So you can ease off. Good. Okay, so a area to create drink. So first off, well, do I have any free emissaries? By the way, we do. Let's keep an eye on our relations. Ooh, you guys are kind of turning on me. What's your problem? My threat's getting worse. Yeah, well, flatter and soothe. Try and keep them happy if you can. And yeah, response. Fortified, well supplied. Yeah, but the number never being 100 is confusing. I guess, you know, just some of them die of old age, and then when the new ones come in, they have low trainings that need training up. I don't know. These guys are up to 83%. Nice. When it gets up to 100, I think we're gonna try. I'm gonna make our play, but we'll see if we can get some booze before then. Okay, so for now, just remove all of this. Now we have, what, a janitor here? Yeah, how is maintenance, by the way? Everything... Are there no janitors over here? No, there is. It just doesn't show the one. It only shows the one you currently have selected if I do that. Okay, I want to go to maintenance. Looks. There's some problems down here, but not much. Pigerton looks lovely. Elftown looks lovely. Alright, no worries on maintenance. Now, what was I thinking? Booze, of course. So we need some grain. There's grain here already, so that's good. We can just haul the grain over very short, nice short distance. So a little warehouse here. It doesn't need to be big. With doors here and here. You can probably see where I'm going with this. Yeah, little warehouse. And the idea is that we will have one that accesses it there and one that accesses it there. This can house 4 boxes, so fully upgraded, that should be plenty. Fully upgrade it. I'm just going to pull from here. Grain. It holds plenty of grain. And plenty of piva. Now, we may need to scale up the pottery. But that's okay, because we have mineral processing right here. So if we need to, we can. But first off, let's say we wanted to make... Well, let's say we wanted to make enough for everyone. How much would that take? Let's take a look here. If I put it all the way across like this, so we could have this doorway in here. This is pre-upgrades, remember. But let's see how much we can make. What do we need for the army again? It was like 300... I think it was 40 a day? It was 700 a year. divided by 16. It was 43. So post upgrades, this could do it. So some storage over on this side. Auxiliary kettles, I hope can be small. It can. There we go. Just about perfect sized, though I say so myself. Move those auxiliary kettles. Pop them down. Thusly, and I can make the storage touch larger. Oh, no, I can't because it's up against the door. There we go. So door in there, door there, door there. Okay. So that thing is going to consume 68 pottery per day. And we have the pottery storage right here, right? So that's plenty close by. So we may want to put more pottery construction directly below it, maybe. But we'll see. And I'm wondering if once this is upgraded, it will obviously... Sorry, that's not 68. Is that 68 pottery a day, or is it just 68 to build it? I'm not sure. Well, we'll wait. Okay, so... You're making, yeah, Piva. Upgraded twice. You're gonna create 176 per day. That's pretty good. He's gonna start chomping through grain, but we can create more grain really easily. Go on, let's try and do it. Let's try and create 700. Your education is also helping slightly. Let's do it. Let's make a vast brewery. And let's see if what we can do here. So, scrap those internals. First off, just get a bit of storage at the top. Then kettle it up real nice. Maybe like that. We're going to need to leave a 3 gap. Or we could switch to verticals, maybe. No, it's going to take a solid... It's going to take a solid line, I think. So, what about this? I want to make it easy for people to get to their station so they can move more quickly. Auxiliary kettles. Line the top. And this wall. We're going to be able to get enough efficiency here. It's going to be close, I think. Yeah, but we are going to make it. 95. 99. Ah! Can't quite make it fit. Can I have 3 of these back? I can. Yes. 100%. Door here. Door here. Doors over there. Full isolation. Build it. Alright, now this is going to consume a lot of pottery. Do I need this asylum? We do. Okay. Let's copy that out then. Put that again down here in the new... Well, the asylum can be relegated a bit further down. That didn't work well. Chop this mountain out. Why are you living down here? Oh, you're my tiny little Scythian ore miners. That's right. I love this game. It's really good fun. I love how the city grows kind of organically. And then you butt up against other things that you did earlier. It's just very gratifying. So I think what I'm actually going to do is expand this asylum to try my best to make use of all this space. The dead may be disturbed by the mad. Oh, I can't quite fit one in that corner, it looks like. Not without cutting into here, which I don't want to do. Alright, we won't do that. That corner then. Although, can I set one into it? Yes, I can. Nice. We can have all this space. And all this space here. Alright. And we call it an asylum, but, you know, these people are getting treatment, don't forget. They get better. They do, in fact, leave. Why can't I put that there? It's interesting. You can't kind of double up like that. Let's go here and then. Yeah, they can. It's odd the angles that are allowed and aren't in asylums. Nice. There we go. And just remove the existing. I think we can keep it simple here. Make it a little bit visually interesting. There we go. We could actually make it a bit less visually interesting by cutting in there, and then I can do this. The door in here. Nice. So that has room for 12. Make it more expensive to construct. How about like that? Nice. Okay, so that should have room for 12, which meets the 6 and 5 we had before. Exceeds it, in fact, of course. Which means I can remove this. Cut those walls down. Yeah, we're short metal again. Do I need yet another smelter? Really, it feels like we do. We're seriously scaling up, huh? Alright, let's crank this down here. Make a mighty smeltery. What do I need to remove? Just those 3? Yeah. Alright, now we need to remove... Oh, there's access down here, okay. Ah, I'm gonna put this in the wrong place. One further up. I didn't expand it into this wall. Right. I see my mistake. So then we can cut off... Yeah, we'll need to remove these auxiliaries. We'd want to anyway. And then we can cut here. No? Here. Still doesn't quite work. Alright, cut everything. Expand everything. And then cut only where necessary. So 3 here, 3 here, but I can't get a furnace in there. But it doesn't seem to work if I do it here. Oh no, it does. Okay. So... yeah, cut everything. Internal storage. Top right. Furnace it up. And we want to keep the furnaces, where possible, close to the top of the room, because that's where our workers will most easily gain ingress. Do it. Yeah, these slightly odd shapes. Keep it a reasonable size at the bottom, because I want our workers to still be able to walk in easily. Though that also works just fine in this case. Yeah. Okay, and then some auxiliary furnaces, and the auxiliary furnaces they don't actually need access to. So we put them further down. See if we can fit enough along the side walls and things. It's gonna be close. You don't technically need access from both sides, because you can just walk in here and get access to everywhere. There we go, 100%. Okay, so yeah, we want access here. Oh, but we can still get access from the sides by doing this. Putting a door here, here, and here. And here. And here. Good access. Okay. Boom. Costs a lot of metal to build it, unfortunately. We have some Dundorians. We have some free Dundorians. Good. Let's get that built. Still slightly overdoing it on swords. It's going to be expensive to build, but that's okay. Brewery construction is up. Trail goes cold. Yeah, I don't care. Don't tell me about the murder events. Dev's working on more interesting event chains, by the way, with actual like conditions that you have to satisfy and things. Based on the devlogs, they seem pretty cool. Okay, so if we put full brewers in here, what could we do? Almost full booze. Okay, so we could just say like no booze for the Almevans and the Cretonians, and this would be fine. But It requires 600 grain and 150 coal, which is a lot more than we currently produce. I mean, a lot more counting everything we're already using. So let's crank out the coal mine. You got room for that, right, in the Garthimri budget? We do. And how much pottery? 156 pottery. So we're not actually a million miles away. If it consumes 156 pottery, you currently make 40, but we should assume that most of that was already done. So let's try and make 140 more pottery. And this, with 7 people, makes 40. 40 divided by 7, as everyone knows, is 5.714, etc. So if we were to times that by 20 people, we get 115. Times 1.5, so 30 people, we get 170. So let's try and build a 30 pottery production spot. I'm not going to fit that in here, but let's see what we can fit. Maybe, yeah, with access to just one end. Inconvenient shape. We can get 21 in here. 23. Getting close. But we do have to shrink the room. And get all these auxiliary stations in. Which will, of course, present a challenge. If we want to keep adding workbenches. Bum, bum, bum. 95. Getting pretty good. There's no 1-slot auxiliaries for the tailors. Can't quite fit it. Okay. What about if the storage were tiny? Because it's all being used just next door. What about if I didn't have those two? I can't fit that extra workbench in then. What about if the workbench was in a slightly different spot? There's no other spots that I can put it right now. Okay. Well, we might have to go with this then. Just, well, it's not that awkward access, actually. Yeah. All right, so 23. Now, that's obviously going to take a fair whack of clay. So we'll need to look into clay next. And upgrading this, I imagine, will cost metal. Which we are a little short of. We're not, don't worry, we haven't been wasting metal by exporting it. We're only exporting machinery, and we certainly haven't been full up on machinery supply. Okay, so this bad boy can make, yeah, 123 pottery. Good. And it's obviously just taking it all up to and from mineral processing, which is all good. It's not tapping out. Here we are, critically short on metal. We could buy some. We have a fair amount of money these days. Science is increasing too. So clay-wise, we're obviously going to hit a shortage pretty rapidly. We need to more than triple the number of clay workers we have. So we actually can't do that with this clay pit. We out of Garthimri's probably. Yeah, close enough that I should let some more in. Quite a few accidents amongst the Garthimri's, looks like. And that's going to create some housing problems down here, I wouldn't wonder. Short on Dundorians as well. The city grows to meet the needs of the growing city. You know how it goes. Just keep building this out. And then we'll house upgrade it up. Good stuff. Nice. Alright, and then we will house upgrade. Oops, excuse me. We will house upgrade these, but I think everything here is currently already house upgraded, right? Yeah. We may start getting some shortages down here, but we'll find out. And the Dundorians have moved in. That implies to me that these houses need upgrading. No, it's just that these are actually closer. Okay, well, I'm afraid, Dundorians, these are Garthimri houses. Strictly Garthimri houses. And suddenly this Clay South transporter is going to find himself a lot more busy. Taking stuff up to mineral processing. Workload is still managing to hold at 100%. And there we go. Our drinks stock is massive. So, what do we do with the drinks? Well, we get a transport. And where are they? Where are you storing the drinks right now? In here? Yeah. It's awkwardly placed. Can I tuck a transport in somewhere? Not prettily. But drinks are important. I think I put a transport out here in the open. Or down here. It's quite a long walk. Cut me another door. And then we put the transport down here. And call it good. Okay, so yeah, transport goes here. Is connected in to the good roads. Yeah, the isolation on here may fall because of this. But I think it will. Let's see. Oh, why is no one... Oh, someone is cutting it, but just taking them a long time. Yeah, a little fall of isolation, but it's just a warehouse. It's not a big problem. Okay, and we also need a... you're pulling your grain from up here, aren't you? Yeah, so we are going to have a grain shortage soon, which would actually be a big problem. So let's get on top of that before it happens. How much extra grain are we consuming? This has actually stalled. It was 600, wasn't it? 600 something. One of these grain farms makes 260 each. Okay, and that's with 14 workers. Okay, so if we add a grain farm here, 8.5 workers is not ideal. We'll just put 9 workers in, though. It's, well, should we? Yeah, we'll just put 9 workers in and call it good. Okay, give me that. And then another one up here. No, we shouldn't put no. We should make it exact. It's a tiny bit of land lying fallow. It's not the end of the world. And we can always change the shape later if we want. There we are. 8 workers there. What do we have? 14 we wanted to do twice, more than twice more. So the fertility is dropping off over here, but let's see if we can make use of where it does stay great to get enough grain. Oh, we're reaching the max size anyway, max vertical size. Down to 96 fertility. I don't love that. Trust me, I don't love that. It's 8.2, 0.1. There we go. There's another 8. I really don't want to have any grain shortages, so let's whack down another 5 workers here, prioritizing the nice fertile southern lands. There we go. Good. Okay. With that built, we should be in pretty good shape. How's the human education, by the way? 39. Which has translated into an extra 15,000 science. Up to ×3 on the libraries now. And an extra 3,000 just going directly out of the labs. Nice. Alright, get all that built. And yeah, clay. Right, so we should actually start drinking this piva. It'll make our guys stupidly happy. So I guess I'm actually going to start with the Talapis, because if I could have 100 Talapi odd jobbers, then I'd be able to, sorry, 120 Talapi odd jobbers. That would put me in a good spot for being able to send out our archers. So Talapis. Oh, you already have access to drink rations. Oh, does everyone already have access to drink rations? They do. Okay. So, no, I'm afraid... Fishy boys. Oh, you can't lower drink rations below 1. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. That's inconvenient. That's good, though. That means we wouldn't have been able to, you know, just kind of game it for the just giving the army drinks and no one else. So, take the drinks down here. Drinks. And this thing can hold... drinks. Good. So now, first off, the army supply depot will fill up with the booze that's going to be in the hall under the mountain very shortly. And I want to watch this place's workers. Yes, they are able to walk straight through the hospital. Good. So this place starts filling with drinks, at which point the army supply depot rushes into action and starts filling itself with drinks, which will then be sent off to the army. Good. Okay, so we do appear to be overproducing drinks. It surprises me. It's probably just because it's not being consumed everywhere, because I haven't done the next step, which is, hey, outlying settlements. Well, okay, no, we don't want to send drinks to the outlying settlements, because right now the happiness of the people I'm concerned about is just these guys, and these guys, basically. So, you Garthimmeries with Mine West. You can have a crate for drinks. There. Where are you fetching from, by the way? Central storage? What are you pulling from there? Just the basic stuff, the stuff you're not using much of? Yeah, okay. So Mine West gets drinks. And then one of these transporters. This is Mine West. Drinks. Pulls from here. Drinks. And ships it all the way over here. And then the same deal. This is Elf Town Drinks. Pulls from here. Drinks. Pushes it. Oh, where's your warehouse? There it is. To here. Which is full on crates, but you can store a little less wood. And a little more booze. Good. So now... Oh, and do I need to flag it in the food stall? No, that's right. You get it just directly from a tavern or from a from one of these. That's fine. Okay, so that obviously these guys will all just take it directly from this hall or directly from here. So this dwarf warehouse, no free crates, huh? You need all these. Oh, hang on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 6 things. Damn it. Okay, so you need to expand then. Like so. That works. All here and here. Good. I'll give an extra 6 crates. We're gonna have some booze there as well, which you can just pull directly from this warehouse. This is Drink Central. Yeah, and now you go. Our booze is dropping. A fair amount of it will be going to the army. But, yeah, we haven't invested in any booze creation tech. Like the specialization. The first couple are so cheap. Let's do that. Yeah, grain is dropping. But that's because these haven't gone up yet. They have been supplied with the grain they need to be built, right? No, they actually haven't. But that won't be a problem. We should be fine. Okay, so you... Oh, I built a new one next to it. It's not what I meant to do. I meant to renovate. Can I not fit one more in here? No, it doesn't look like it. Okay. Door. Boom. Okay. Now clay. Clay is actually holding, but I think that's because it's... Like, some of it is staying down here that isn't being transported up fast enough. This workload is only 80%, but... I'm pretty sure we need another clay transporter. Can you copy settings? I don't think you can. It's a shame. But yeah, presumably your workload is low. Yeah, so their workload is really low because this... Well, hang on. One other thing I could do create a bit more of a buffer. Put more things in there. Oh, we're still short on metal. Did this thing get built? It did. Ah, but I never increased the smelters. Okay, let's just go hard on metal. Get that kind of sorted out. Grain. Not looking ideal. We have spare piggy boys, right? We actually don't. Okay, welcome in. Another 50 piggy boys. Okay, this one is being sown. Yeah, they don't have the grain to finish building these, but that's not the end of the world. Okay, so now you've been built. Not quite. We're getting there. Okay, so this transporter pulls from here. Pushes to... it's central mineral processing. I'm sending the clay, isn't it? Yeah. Clay. This is clay too. Auto-employ. Good. Now, strangely, that will actually lower the amount of clay we have in storage, I think, because more of it will actually be available to be turned into pottery. Basically. Still losing paper. That surprises me. I guess maybe they're getting more educated. They're actually using more paper in the various papery tasks. I think that might be what it is. So is there any mining tech that's cheap that I could get right now? Yes, there is. Good. All right, let's get just, you know, a couple of thousands worth. Giving a 50% bonus is mental good. Yeah, just 5,000 invested into mining. We're already looking way better. And then 2,000 here for a 10% boost across the board. Lovely, lovely, lovely stuff. Now, the clay deposit here is fully exploited by that mine. Yeah. Do we even have any other clay? Oh yeah, there's the clay here, isn't there? But it's... well... yeah, it's not a great deposit. Hopefully we'll soon be able to start getting clay from overseas. Speaking of, this army, again, it has shrunk, but it has all the PV it needs now. Are you fully trained? 91%? Are you fully armed? Not armored, not quite. Even with this cranking out 8 a day, I guess we're getting to the point where spoilage is a problem. No, the number is increasing. Okay, just need to be a bit more patient. Fine, housing shortage. Pinkerton. No, actually, not Pinkerton, maybe? Homeless. No, it's just the piggy boys choosing not to live in Pinkerton produce that's causing the homelessness. That is not my problem. All these houses are fully upgraded. These should be upgraded more. Good. Okay, and the new fields are active. Good. Workload is low. I'm going to risk refitting. You were meant to have 8 people, right? Yeah, you were. Okay, so with all of those grain fields in, I think once their first harvest comes in, we needed... we established that this 14 was producing not enough. This is actually not enough more extra farming, I think. Show me fertility base. Yeah, this area south is not... well, there's still a fertile section. Let's extend this out, these canals out a little bit. And then get a new long grain farm in here. But yeah, just exploiting. We're only interested in primo fertility land, as you know. So I will actually try and make use of all this space. But 95 is already getting a little low for my tastes on the fertility. There we go. 93. But sorry, the water's not flowing. Okay. So we need all these waters pumps fully worked. They are. Okay. That's inconvenient. I guess... not really sure what to do about that. There isn't even room to fit one here, although... oh no, it's the most likely placed on room that's causing a problem. Okay. Let's cut some of this cotton. I'll put it back once we find out how much room we have. Can I build a canal on the water? I believe I can. So can I do this? No, I can't. Okay. So nuke pumps need to be like this. There we go. And we're going to need to cut more of the cotton. Though some of it can be restored. Did I cut it from there? I did. Good. We can grow it back out in all this area. And in fact, yeah, give it just as much as we can there. Construct. I can't construct that. Oh, I tried to construct a new cotton farm. I meant to renovate. There we go. I thought it was weird that it wasn't looking like I was shrinking it over where we'd put the canal. Okay, but all the way out we can. Not including the bit that's the road. Again, it's 2.8 farmers, which is inefficient. Ah, and I didn't leave room for this. There we go. Okay, and then these get upgraded to reduce the number of piggy boys who need to waste pumping water. Good, and we don't need... I think we only needed one extra, but, you know, I want to build for the future, so let's cut the workers on 2 of them. And there we can see we're fully pumped out, and now still only 94% fertility? Why didn't that rise at all? That's confusing. 95? Okay, 95. Okay, it's rising. No, it doesn't seem to be steadily rising. But anyway, let's get another grain farm down here. Yeah, we're going to need to send Pigerton produce further north. I know. I know. But we're doing what we can for now. Selectively cut the least fertile tiles. There we go. 5 more workers. Okay. And then... yeah, for now... main highway can extend over here. Let me copy... not fishery construction. Copy. Get some roundness emitters. Down here. Try and keep them happy on their way to work. Okay, and there we go. Grain production expanded to meet the needs of our beer manufacturing. Love it. Okay. Good. So yes, Pigerton Produce's next expansion, definitely going to be north, because this land in the south is becoming less and less fertile, but we'll have to cut a new canal. I'll probably do a wholly new pump station here, drive the canal through the forest this way, then do that there. Okay, so, yes, booze is making it to the hall under the mountain. The Mine West drinks are working. I imagine you're both working, not 100% workload anymore. Yeah, clay is filling up in our mineral processing? No? Why is your workload not 100% then? Nothing to fetch in the vicinity, but you are... does not have any crates available as selected resource. Yes, it does. Any crates available as selected resource. It so does. And they're allowed to fetch off the ground. So they should be able to fetch from here as well. I don't know why their workload is not full, and yet I am running out of clay and mineral processing. Maybe they can only... one of them can target the same crate at the same time? Let's cut them both. Add a 2 deep one. See if that makes a difference. Did it say the target destination or the collection destination? They might both count as target destinations for all I know, though. Yeah, coal and ore. Running a little short. Where's ore? There it is. Yeah, so we need... we have Garthimri workers. We do. We're out of Dundorians, though. We really should make sure we always have odd jobbers of every species. Okay, we have loads of Garthimries, so sure, put another 10 coal miners in, and we will have to refurb the coal mine to expand its size. Let's give ourselves some future-proofing. I don't want to have to send the insects outside. You know how they don't like that. But needs must. Oh god, there's so much auxiliary machinery needed for these mining operations. There we go. Get that built. Okay, you built this yet? Yeah. Alright, this is clay to MP, mineral processing. Pull from here. Push to here. Clay. Auto-employ. Pull source. The destination's room. So many crates available. It does! The Delta Village! You... No. No, I will conquer you for these repeated insults. It does! It has 3 crates available of clay. Let's slow it down. Where are your employees right now? You are walking to job. You're organizing, and then you'll be taking the crates north. Let's see what happens when they come down. Oh, odd jobbers are actually filling them for them. Okay. Well, that works fine. Alright, so let's see. Is that going to be enough? Looks like no. Pottery situation is still not ideal. Okay, but... Oh yeah, and quite a lot of homeless Cretonians. Are you just all odd jobbers? No, there's some working... Some homelessness in Delta Village. What? Is that because we erroneously ended up... Yeah, because we don't have enough... Let's let in a whole another 50 Dundorians. It's because we didn't have enough Dundorians, which meant the wrong people started working as haulers, I think. Yeah, like, what is your job? No, you're an odd jobber. And you? Odd jobber. Maybe there just aren't enough piggy boy housing. Isn't enough piggy boy housing, I guess. Alright, yeah, sure. We'll put another whole block of piggy boy housing in down here. Near the new farms. I don't want to put it too close to the transports, though, so... I guess we'll put it here. Maybe they get their own little well. We'll put like a little town centre here. They get their own little well. Their own little hearth. Speakers are... Yeah, the speaker's almost at capacity as well, so put another little speaker down here. Or just in a little compact area. With a nice little forest plaza all around. Good. People dying? Why? Oh, it's just a mining accident. No worries. And some trees, maybe? Let's put another tree down here, sure. And some flower beds. Big flower bed next to the tree. Sure thing. And then... That's not the road you guys like. Oh, I built the wrong road out here. Okay, here you go. Just a nice little... cobblestone road, just how you like it, but not the bit that's relevant for transport. You can have a little path all the way around. We won't put that in. We won't put the flower bed in the end. There. Now these are all fully upgraded, designated strictly for piggy boys. I want to see no more of this homelessness nonsense. Jolly good. Alright, but with that, I will call it a part here. Oh, one last check. How's our education drive going? Not a huge difference still. 3.07 though, that's an extra 0.2 multiplicative modifier on how much knowledge we have. It's pretty good. Although the multiplicative modifiers are added together, I believe, rather than applied purely multiplicatively. Alright. Sweet. Oh, and our number of food days is dropping, probably just because our number of people is dropping. We actually could fix that, because we could simply store more rations, although we shouldn't really store them there, should we? We should store them in the hall under the mountain. Let's put a lot of crates of rations in the hall under the mountain. Do I have someone pushing rations down there? I don't think I do currently. They're making their way down there just via odd jobbers, I think. Which they will continue to do so, but... yeah, let's just store tons of rations so that our food days are always super topped off. Yeah, everyone's enjoying their booze. What are we getting from that? An average of 0.9. Extra 0.9 happiness across the whole species, across the whole lot is pretty good. And no one's getting drink preference bonus because you need taverns for that. Yeah, go on. Yeah, actually, as the final thing we do here today, let's put in a tavern in the town centre. Not a big one. Just fitting in here, perhaps. Just a little... God, you really can't fit much in here, can you? Just a little tavern. Just to give them a taste of things to come. Built out of our finest cut stone. There we go. And our metal is now seriously in surplus. It doesn't say it should be, though. Yeah, let's seriously cut the workforce at the metal smelter. And there we go, our first tavern. Speed up time while it gets constructed. Our asylum is auto-employing, right? No, it's not actually. Workload is high. Let's put another guy in there. Okay, so our first tavern is complete and upgraded. Nice. And serves Piva. Excellent. 4 drinks available. I'm sure the service will tank to 0, of course. But now we will start to see a little bit of drink preference. Not much, because you only get it when you drink from the tavern, not when you drink from anywhere, but a nice little speakeasy set up. Beautiful. Beautiful. We have no machinery. Really? We're just using so much of it in construction recently. Yeah, fair enough. It'll catch up. We'll get there. We'll get there. Could put a tiny bit of tech into it. I'm pretty sure I haven't yet. Yeah. Just a, you know, couple of thousand. Get a quick tilt. 20, cheeky little 20% boost. Okay, do we have a lot of Guthrie odd jobbers? Not that many, but we just, you know, more would come in when we sent them the army out. So, these guys are at 87% training. So I think... oh no, I'll do it next episode. I think we send out the army, and we see how it goes. But until then, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.